Hey guys, good day, good moment in time, beautiful frequency, good afternoon, wherever you guys are. Happy moment in time, guys. So it's me, Ria, here. I just wanted to hop on and deliver a message and maybe some readings if people pop on. But I'll just wait and see for a second, guys. I'm just going to share out. I'm just hopping on. Let me stick my comments on there, guys. Just hopping on to deliver a message and maybe do some readings if anyone is interested. Oh my goodness, I popped right up today. I'm just going to share out for a minute, guys. Hey, Brenda, good to see ya. I'm just going to share out. If you guys, anyone on there now or later, feel inspired to share out, do so. Where the heck here? Share my story. I always pop on usually without warning, so I'll give it a second. Kimmy Seagull. There you are, soul sister. Just hopping on to deliver a message and perhaps some readings. We'll just see what transpires. Thank you for sharing out, Kimmy, as always. Hey, Leona, beautiful. Ah, you got the notification. Awesome. Did you have to hit the button or something? It is really weird, Facebook, sometimes. Like, we don't see posts that we used to see. Friends seem to come, and then they come and go, and it's just, there's no rhyme or reason. So basically, I just throw in the towel and trust it. But obviously, take action if you're not receiving information from the people and sites that you want to. Okay, I'm just sharing out a little bit, guys. Give it a minute. I didn't come on earlier. Mythos, Martin Luther Day, right? Is that what it is? Martin Luther King Day. So, yeah, no school today. Mythos had some appointments, but Spirit definitely has been sharing something with me since last night that I feel called to share and see what else Spirit wants to bring through concerning it. Hold on here, guys. Just share out for a second. Just give it a second. And it's concerning through my own experience. It's like Spirit just opened up. I just opened up and it showed me this. And it's to do with our energy. Are we using our energy and applying it to defend ourselves, justify ourselves, explain ourselves? Or are we using it to expand and open up and allow, be in a place of allowance to receive? So we're going to talk about that in a little bit, because I realized that in a lot of ways, even though I'm very open amongst people in my own private life, family, I've been in a state that is so normal for me, I don't even realize I was doing it. And it's a little bit of a self-defense, a defenseful, not in a way like get out or I'm right, nothing like that. But it's a silent, subliminal, almost unconscious state that I've been holding that I did not realize until last night. And then this morning when I wake up, I'm just kind of, I'm always given clarification on things or given insight or information when I'm, in that limbo, when I'm awake, but I'm still catatonic. I'm just quiet and tired. We got snow today, so that was cool. We got some snow. Rainy day, Leona. Yeah, we got some snow. It was really beautiful to see, but then it's supposed to go up to the stinking 40s again. All right, so I'm going to share out, and I just want to share this message and see what Spirit wants to bring forth, because I'm always like given information, but then I start channeling it, and then it just it expands. Because holy shit, it just hit me. Spirit just said to me, it expands when you're channeling because you're not in defensive mode. Wow. That is huge for a lot of us. When we're present in the now and we're channeling, we're totally 100% aligned to the now and we're in receptive mode. We let down our guards. We put down our sword. We put down our shields and we're open. So those that oh my God, and I can feel it in my heart. This is going to speak to some of you guys out there in one way, some way, shape, or form. We all do this. It's normal. It's part of the human experience. It's part of opening up. It's part of learning to trust. It's part of learning to discern. And we might even see how others around us operate in that energetic state of defense. Okay, I'm going to be quiet for 1 minute because I can't do this at the same time. Like channeling mode wants to almost kind of start coming in, but then I have my eyes shut when I'm in that mode. And so I just want to share out a teeny bit. But thank you guys for sharing out. And I'll probably do some quickies, obviously, for Sherry Outers, and I'll probably do some readings for those that want to donate. Okay, hold on here. Let me just copy my link for a second. Let me go to Ria Barna. Hold on here. Ria Barna. Hold on one second, guys. I appreciate it. And just ask yourself, breathe into your center and just be open to receive that which you need to hear. Be open to receive what spirit wants to bring forth, because you guys actually are the ones creating this message. I'm an open conduit. We're all reflecting energies of one another. Where you place your awareness, you guys are reflecting and bringing forth information from your spirit, from your higher self, to be reflected to you, to get your attention. All right, hold on here. One more. Hold on here, guys. Let me just copy the link, and then we'll get going here with some readings. A channeled message and some readings is what I plan on doing. Stick it on that group. Hold on. Give it one more second. Command C. Oops, hold on here. All right, whatever. I'll just see where it goes. All right, guys. Light and love, Tina. Good to see you, soul sister. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, Eddie. Oh my gosh. Ada. Good afternoon. Good moment in time. Leona. Not sure what issue was, but but it's working today. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, Leona. All right, let me just pop through and just share some of you guys' lights. First of all, I thank you for being here now and later. In reality, there is no time or space that separates energy. Energy is everywhere all at once. It's all frequency, and we simply allow and we shift to the reality representing and resonating with our frequency, guys. So it's all about frequency, not linear time. And I thank you guys for bringing your light here, because you use your own free will. You're hanging out here on this page with me, and you're receiving, and you're being open, and you're shining simultaneously. You're the ones creating this message, and we all have certain space and energy to share. So the more that are on a page or in a group, the more information gets gathered and gets expressed, is what Spirit is saying. It like where all of these energies conglomerating, merging, coming together, and then it expresses. All right, guys. So thank you for sharing out that have shared out. I'm just going to put you on the screen real quick. Hey, Brenda, thank you for your light. Kimmy Siegel, Leona Thacker, Heather Graham. There's Brenda again. Evelyn, good evening from Ireland. Wow. Thank you, Evelyn, so much for sending love. And Leona again, and Ada, Kelly, good afternoon, good moment in time, wherever you guys are. In Ireland, what is it? It's like, what is it, around 5 here, guys, in the Northeast? You guys are 6 hours ahead, I think, right? What time is it right now? My time. Oh, it's 4:32. Not as late as I thought. And then we have Tina Schneider. Hey, see Megan. Beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. All right, and this one and this one. Whoops. See, Megan, we got to do a live at some point here, Megan. Why doesn't the shared icon come on after we shared? Huh? If you shared, just tell me. 9:30. Yeah, I thought you guys were. I have a brother that lives in France, and I thought that he was like 6 hours. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Using my fingers. 5 hours. All right, guys. All right. So I don't know how to get back to what I was originally talking about. Does it go back on? Huh. All right. Share. Thank you, Heather. Heather. All right. I don't know how to get that original thing on, but what prompted me and triggered me to come on today with a message? It's always like Spirit will come and share some information, or I'm contemplating something and I get the aha and I feel really inclined to share it because it's exciting. And the information is usually clarification and a greater understanding. And it brings me to more self realization. And to me, that is my passion. That's what I love. I love to share that. And just like you guys, love to share what your passion is, what you're happy about, what is freeing, what is light, what is liberating. So I love sharing on this platform of what is liberating and freeing, and puts you more in the flow and takes away the density and feels light. Feels light. It's all about light. I thought I grabbed my cards and my little temple of the sun, but I did not. So before I begin, just so that we are open, and as we tune into our heart space, we connect to the highest frequency that we are, that is available in both receiving and giving. And it's that place of perfect equilibrium, that place of balance, and that place of empowerment, and that no time space where we enter all dimensions that we are, but we receive what is appropriate for our soul's journey here. So just take a nice deep breath in, guys. Hold it. As you're taking a deep breath in, take a little bit more breath in if you can. Hold it. And a tiny bit more. Feel into your energy. See in your mind's eye that light shining out like the sun in a zillion rays from your heart. And exhale. To me, that's also grounding. It kind of drops me from the mind into that heart space. And that does ground you. Grounding to your heart. Your heart is one with Mother Earth. And as you ground to your heart space, you are grounding into your physical form, into the physical body, into Mother Earth. But of course, it's good to run that energy, if that's what you feel to do, all the way down through your root chakra, deep, deep into Mother Earth, down your tailbone, out the bottoms of your feet, connecting with Mother Earth. All right, guys. Hey, Lauren. I am kindly reading about CRM regarding professional speaking. Awesome. You hide the comment. Your original message will return. Oh, thank you so much, C. Megan. Okay, so let me find you. Looking beautiful. Oh, that's very nice of you. Okay, so let me go here. Hide it. Oh, it tells me I can star you, delete you, or block you. Oh, nope, there it did. It popped up. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was hit you again. Thank you, C. Megan, for those pointers and tips. All right, thank you so much. All right, so what I really, really understood yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to relate to this. Are you using your energy to defend or expand? And it's not saying, Spirit is saying, it's not saying that there aren't times where we do defend healthy boundaries, but what they're talking about is when when you walk into a room, or you go to a family gathering, or you're meeting with someone who might not be so open to receiving your energy, or contemplating, I don't want to say judging because that's really strong, but those energies that you feel a little conflictual, and not in a negative way, because things all are as they should be, and people are also reflecting energies within ourselves we're not aware of. So if you feel you're in the presence of someone who is judging you, Spirit is saying, it is because it is just showing you and reflecting and bringing to light a little bit of self-judgment. But what I really, really wanted to bring to point is that defensive mode. I realize and didn't realize how I do this at an unconscious level when I am in those modes, or I am communicating with people that might not see things like I see them, or I'm sharing something and they seem to be a little defensive or argumentative or whatever, judgmental, or don't understand your path. And again, there's no energies outside of us, but the message for today is just giving you a moment to reflect and feel into and observe just in areas you might be doing this. So it's using your energy to defend yourself where you feel you got to protect, where you don't feel comfortable, where you feel you need to justify a decision you made, where you need to justify or explain an idea, a thought, a message, an understanding, where you might need to even defend or push off by getting really solid, like that invisible wall. And Spirit is saying when we defend ourselves or we apply our energy in defending ourselves, and they said there really is nothing to defend. They said there's nothing to defend. Let that go. And when we feel we need to justify ourselves, like explain, give someone a reason, show them why we're doing what we do, or whatever way, shape, or form that is, whether it's in a collective way or whether it's just a little tiny personal decision you made. So many times we might feel we need to justify, explain it, because deep down we're still holding a pre-programmed idea or thinking within us. And we feel we need to justify that. And it's not even coming from them. It's probably, and it always is, coming from a deeper belief or energy that we're holding within ourselves. Or when we feel we need to explain, like all of a sudden, a lot of times with family, close people, just family, I feel I need to explain or justify huge things in life or little things. And I feel like I need to let them understand it from my perception. But what Spirit is saying, there is no justification. You need not to explain anything. When we do that, we actually are cutting off the flow of our energy, they're saying. We're actually reflecting and showing the universe there could be something that we're not totally trusting and believing in. And I'm not saying having to explain when someone's truly curious. I'm not talking about that, because that's just information and communication merging and getting bigger. I'm talking about you made this major life decision and you might feel you need to explain it or justify it or prove yourself. And Spirit is saying that is all based on old ideals, old energies, old beliefs that you might be holding on to that you're not even aware of. And when we do that, we stagnate our energy. Instead of it going out like this, it's like this. It's like rigid and it's stiff and it's slower moving. You are pure God source energy. Align to your heart space. Allow your heart to connect with your solar plexus. That is the strongest place. That's the strongest position you can have. And you need not explain anything. Allow that flow. Trust in yourself. Step into the confidence of you and your tuition and your heart space. And when you step into that, you ground that energy to Mother Earth. You let it flow. Any beliefs, anything that's not in alignment will project. And when you see that or come across it, knowing that it isn't the truth, but observing it as maybe a reflection of a piece of energy you were carrying that you didn't realize. And I realized when I do that too. What I realized upon waking is I was holding guilt within me that made me feel that I also had to defend myself. So self-defense, and guilt will kind of merge together, because you might be defending yourself or justifying or explaining because there could be a little sprinkle of guilt where you feel unworthy to have made that decision, or question it, or still adopting a belief that it's hurting somebody else in a detrimental way. But when you make your decisions and move forward in life and you're aligned to your heart space, there's no justification needed. There's no explanation. It is not your job to make somebody else understand your position. We're all operating at different frequencies based on a multitude of timelines that make up our frequency. You are there to hold space, to be the shining light, to step into your truth, discern it, and act on it. Spirit really wanted to bring that forth strongly. It is not our job to explain or to correct somebody else's perception of us or what we do or our actions. Now, if it's a loved one and you feel the need to communicate, that's different. That's done with flow, not defense. That's done with reciprocity, where you're giving and taking and merging and both parties are being open. That is different. So maybe some of you guys will relate to that. Hold on here. No, I can't get out of this. Okay, there we go. And what I realized too, what kind of put me in that position upon waking, is I realized that I was justifying because still in justification, there's a deep sense of unworthiness or um, something deep, deep, deep within you that is still being transmuted. Spirit saying could be unworthiness, could be growing up. You always had to explain your position or prove why you do something. When you go against the flow and you go against the grain, you're going to get that reflection. It's normal, Spirit is saying, because you're breaking through density. You're transmuting through densities that others don't understand. And that's fine because you act as a model. You act as an example for others. Doesn't mean everyone's going to approve, but guess what? It's not up to you to make them approve, to see you in the light. To see you in the light that you are is up to you, not up to anybody else, Spirit is saying. All right. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that. Let's see if anyone has anything to say. Thank you for that input. I have been using my energy to be an asshole today, and when and getting stuck where I shouldn't be. The time is now to run for my life like a rabbit. I don't know. I know you're joking, Lauren, but when I read that, I feel like a lot of judgment. I feel a lot of criticism, and I know you're joking and being lighthearted, but even in that, that represents a certain energy, and the time is now to run for my life like a rabbit. And to me, that's not being in the moment. That's just my take. Just not being present in the moment. And I know you're just joking and you're making light, and that's beautiful. But there seems to be a lot of in your energy right now. I'm feeling like there's a lot of striving. There's a lot of trying. I have to, and I got to. And what spirit is bringing forth, not just for Lauren, but for any of us, when we feel we're outside of the moment and feeling a little anxious and feeling a little overwhelmed with all the things we need to do, or thinking we should be doing more, reaching for more, practicing more, putting out more. They're saying, just take it in. Just take it into your heart space. Take it into your heart space. And when you connect to that frequency, then you enter the flow where things happen with ease, more gradually. You enter that flow where the universe has got your back and the universe is really within you. And it's really just all the other parts of you doing, taking care of business. Taking care of business doesn't mean you don't take action, because you do, but it's usually inspired and it's lighter when you're guided in that way. Doesn't mean you won't have challenges, but you still have the motivation to push through those challenges. Conchetta, good to see you. I didn't put your face up there yet, so there you go. There's Conchetta's light. Thank you so much, Conchetta. Oops. Proving myself to myself is, oh my God, Leona, thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. That was another point that Spirit brought forth, is sometimes we feel we need to prove to ourselves, but the proving to ourselves reflected in others needing justification or proof or explanation or any of that. Leona, you nailed it on the head. They are reflecting a certain energy within ourselves that we still are questioning, wondering. We're there, we're taking the moves, but there's still that little vulnerable part inside of us that just wants that additional support, and it could be reflected in those other people, those little ways where we feel we still need to prove to ourselves. So you're absolutely right, Leona. Thank you for bringing that up. Proving to myself will be reflected in others wanting proof of you. Absolutely. If I only did things when I'm inspired, nothing would get done. If you believe that, you create that reality, Lauren. I think you got a deep and this isn't bad, nothing's bad or good, but maybe self-examine that mindset deep down within. Why do you feel nothing will get done if you wait to get inspired? What is that belief based in? And you could say, well, experience, but was that experience also based in an expectation? You know what I mean? Like, how is inspiration going to look for you? Is it going to be flying off the handle with all of this energy and momentum? If that's an expectation of inspiration. Inspiration could just be a thought or idea and you write it down. It could be gradual, and then sometimes it can be more explosive and fast moving. Hey, Janet, thank you for joining. Janet Williams Leon. Yes, I am serious. Okay. I'm not joking at all. Lauren, I don't know if I've ever met anybody so hard on themselves on any of my lives. Because take the breath in and take time to feel and be. I know what you're going to say. I do that. I do that. And even that in itself, defending, even when we feel defensive of someone else's suggestion or openness, and can also show some little piece of ego within ourselves that we're still transmuting, learning about. Because I'll be the same thing. I might call it strong-willed, where other people might call me stubborn. But at least I take the lighter. I'll take something, and my husband will say, "I will take anything, and I'll twist it to make it work for me." But is that so bad? Am I stubborn or am I strong-willed? Am I agitated or am I enthusiastic or I don't know? Am I do I like body movement or am I bored? I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Find and create your own definition and label to the adjectives that people do use and create your own. Because guess what? You're the one living your life. Who the hell's going to stand up for you? You got to stand up for yourself. You got to step into your own power and your own definitions and not be adopting and attaching to these outside definitions, because that's a lot of times where we get defenseful as well. Defenseful in an unconscious way, or defending someone's suggestion. And the only reason we get defensive is because there's some sort of truth in there that triggered us. Not that it's the ultimate truth, but there's an energy within ourselves that makes us defensive because they're triggering something that needs to be transmuted, transcended, allowed, loved, surrendered to, acknowledged. All right. Lauren, you have angels that I'm going to wait, first of all, let me read Lauren's. Lauren, if I want to live a life and actually help other people, then I have to gut to go. And Janet says, Lauren, when you have angels that surround you and are waiting to go to work with you, our mindset must come into alignment through, though, to communicate. I have already asked for help, Janet, so that is taken care of. All right. This is very beautiful dialogue, because this is like, I deal with this. We all can relate to what Lauren is going through and what she's talking about. I've asked for help. Yeah, but did you ask for help looking for a particular outcome, a particular strategy? Did you ask for help with expectation? Because the greater part of you isn't limited to one little way to get from A to Z. And I know you say life comes easy and everything works out as well, Lauren, and you are thankful and things fall into your lap and all of that as well. And so I'm acknowledging that as well. But maybe anchoring and spending more time with your heart space, just like quieting the mind. We all have a lot of old programs running, the way things should be done, methodology, no pain, no gain. You got to work hard, got to work to achieve in life. Life don't come easy. Life is hard. Life sucks. Life just ain't fucking fair. All of those little programs running, and they could be subconscious. And how do we know what programs we have running? What are you seeing before you? What information are people sharing with you? What are people saying? What triggers you? What agitates you? What aggravates you? Those are just, and that's nothing negative. It shows that those are all energies that you are so powerful and so loved, and part of your soul journey, that you came to transmute them. You came to zap them like a master light blaster. Once you sign a contract, you are on the hook. Says who? I don't know. I think nothing's impossible. Contracts are broken all the time. The only contract that you will never be able to break, no matter how hard you try, is your soul contract. And it's going to Show you, show you, show you, show you, show you, show you, show you until you're in alignment with it. And the funny part is it's not a bite, it's not a contract that is is heavy. It's actually going to be freeing, fulfilling, liberating, abundant. All right. Lisa Puccinello. Beautiful pictures you posted last night. You and Todd are like my absolute favorite couple of all time. I swear, you guys are my favorite couple. So beautiful. Um, Lisa says, with what I have been going through, I've been getting back to one thing at a time to simplify a bit. Yeah. Mm. The outside world and the distractions can get the best of us if we don't create time just to step away, step away and enter your temple. Enter your temple. You guys are all the temple of God. You are all pure love, light, God's source, energy. And I was brought up that way too. I was brought up with a lot of discipline, obedience, work hard, hard on myself, prove yourself, stay busy all the time. Work, 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 or what my parents were about. Work, 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 work. Okay, you've had enough of Saturday morning cartoons. Get up and do something. That kind of mentality. So I have that in me. I have that in me as well still. And a lot of times in the past, at the frequencies that the mass collective were operating in, that frequency, um, when whatever frequency we're at, that projects and creates certain beliefs, certain thought forms. And back in the day, we were taught that you got to prove your worth, you got to prove yourself, prove your worth, prove you're worthy, prove your grades, prove your work, prove your financial status, prove your degrees, prove you're worth it. And I think a lot of us really got programmed where we got to really prove who we are. And then this kind of circles all the way back to the beginning message. How much of your energy are you taking to defend your position, to defend who you are, to defend even at these higher frequencies that we are? We make off the wall decisions that other people might not realize. We step off cliffs where no one else would dare to. We do things that no one, that I'm not saying no one, I'm saying like the mass collective that we're kind of stepped forward out of. um I don't know where spirit was going with this. So that's a big difference. We've taken a big shift from the life we were taught and the life that we're stepping into and actually living. So there's going to be a little bridging of gap. There's going to be some residuals feeling you need to defend or justify or explain. Spirit saying, nah, I think it's Eric, the hell with that shit. The hell with that shit. Someone's saying, all right. All right, guys. So I'm going to do a quick collective. There is no panic. Now it is, whoops, new comments coming up here. Now it is time to follow through. Follow through on what? What your mind wants, what the contracts are telling you, what the man is saying you need to do, what publishers are telling you to do, or what the heart is calling you to do. Just differentiate. As long as you're differentiating and aligning. And even if you're not aligned, well, that non-alignment is still part of the soul's purpose, to create a contrast and then to get you back, or to get you to acknowledge, or to get you to tune within, or to say things need to change, or this ain't working for me. And I'm not saying what you're saying, Lauren, is not working for you. I'm just saying in general, when we find ourselves going through that. Light there. I can't see. Am I flipping out a tad? Sure. Am I flipping out a tad? Sure. But if I want to do what I want to do, then I got to put in the effort, like singing. If you don't try and practice, then how can you do it? Oh my God, this is such a good point. A singer who sings, puts into practice, they love it though. It's elating, it's joyous. I was just watching this YouTube video, popped out of nowhere, and it's allegedly Charles Manson's son. Allegedly, but it looks just like him. And he's a musician, and I guess Charles Manson was a musician, and so was the mom, and blah, blah, blah. But the way he talked about his music is kind of like, that's the way you should, that's how you know you're on your path, or you're so fulfilled. Like all of the practice, all of the things you do, it's fulfilling on the journey itself. It shouldn't be such a hardship and a weight, a weighted down thing. So as you're writing a book, or as he's creating his music or writing lyrics, even if he's stumped, I feel he's still elated and joyful, and it's passionate, and he's excited to get through that. It's light. It's not heavy. It's not a have to. Is your list a have to or a want to, Lauren? Are you doing it because you have to or you want to? And I was just so impressed. And I don't know how old he is now, maybe 50 something. He said he was born in 68, so 54. And he says, music is my life. It is my passion. And God, that's when we're in our soul's alignment. When we wouldn't want to do anything else but that. Not that we don't have to do other things, but it just causes us to question, if we're working really, really hard towards something, is it really our soul's passion? Is it our soul's ignition? And obviously it's meant to be, but is there something for you to learn, or maybe take a little corner around a path, or just step back from it all and just surrender and give in and say, holy shit, I've done this, that, and the other thing. I still feel like I'm not getting ahead. Spirit, show me the way. Because sometimes it takes moments like that too to get us on track. And I'm not saying you're not, Lauren. I'm just using your example to address, more general stuff. It's funny. I showed Todd my manifesting page when I was bringing in his energy. It was him, totally him, down to the town he lived in. Oh my God. So how did you do that? Just writing, was it like a whiteboard, or not a whiteboard, but a vision board, or was it your journal, or was it notes, Lisa? Did you actually cut out pictures? Just curious. And did that just come in wakened state because it excited you, or were you in a meditation and it was shown to you? Just curious. Oh, you saw that one too, Janet. Following the guiding light. Yes, I like the way that Janet says that. Following the guiding light. Well, okay, Heart. How do I become a writer? First of all, do you even want to be a writer, or do you think it's just the next step? Only you know. If you're excited about it and you're inspired, and there's that motivating push that you have all the time, or are you doing it because you think, well, that's just part of your speaking and part of what you want to do? Obviously you're doing it for a reason, but just ask yourself, why are you writing? There's nothing wrong with that. And even if you ask yourself that and say, well, I don't know, that's okay. Or I think I need to, or I have a story to tell. But sometimes we have a story to tell, but we think we need to go about it in a certain way because everyone else has done it that way, but maybe your way's different. What excites you, Lauren? You carte blanche for you. Fiction, nonfiction, biography, autobiography, comics. What excites you? My mind is crazy. I'm always laughing. That's beautiful. Laughing for no reason. I love that. All right. All right. So regarding this message, let's just see. I'm going to pull a Mother Earth Heart card for a collective. And then I'm just going to pull a Mother Heart card, Earth Heart card. Our hearts are one with Mother Earth. All of these messages are from the Divine Feminine, Mother Earth, Holy Mother, and they just bring into our awareness some information, knowledge, information that we need to align greater to our own heart. So let it discern or resonate as it does, but know that you're the ones creating it cooperatively with Mother Earth, with your higher self, with God's source energy. And they just bring a message to mind that might ponder, might reflect upon, or you might just say, oh my God, that's so true. Or you might think, well, I'm not sure about that. No matter what, use your discernment. Take it within you, because you're the one creating this. Take it within you, and how does it fit or not fit? And it could go completely out the door, and then it could be one of those informations of contrast. All right. Let's see, Mother Earth Heart card. What do we need to know to align to our heart's frequency to the best of our ability in this moment of now to fulfill our heart? What might be still a little bit hidden in those defense modes? Why do I need to justify? Why do I need to explain? Why do I feel a little bit guilty when I go on the beaten path? What paradigms or thoughts or religions are saying, Do you still, at a cellular level, somewhere deep inside, think you still need to uphold? And why? So it's almost like a tiny little area, Spirit is showing me within us, a tiny little black spot. Not, and black isn't evil. It just means needs light. That understanding or thought form needs a little light shed on it. That we might be holding within, that we're projecting or creating on the outside to get our attention. All right, what do we got going here? This is a rock, obviously, heart-shaped rock, and this always stands out as a being from the profile. This facing this way, you can see the head. This is like a cranium. To me, it's almost like galactic, because you know the big heads, high frequency, full of knowledge, intellect. To me, it almost looks like that. And oh my God, this is beautiful. All right, so it's the message I usually receive. So there's the little nose, there's a little eye, there's a little forehead, almost like the cone heads. You remember on Saturday Night Live? The little chin and the little eye, nose, tongue, the little tongue sticking out like that. And it's sticking out against a little bit of a moon. It looks like a moon to me, crescent moon. See the little crescent moon? Again, with a nose facing it. And they're like being intimate. To me, it's intimacy. The tongue is intimacy. The tongue is speaking your truth, which goes along with our message. When we speak our truth, when we take our path, sometimes we feel defensive. Sometimes we got to deal with those energies. What energies? The energies of the moon, the energies, and it's like a little sliver moon. It's a crescent moon. And it's just showing, bringing to light through intimate connection with self, those areas deep within us that need a little love too. Intimacy can represent love with romantic couples. It can represent being vulnerable, opening up to those little areas represented by the moon, those little tiny little spots that need some light. And that's just being more intimate. To me, this is not necessarily a relationship. However, if it's relating to you and you're looking for a relationship question, well, then your message will be different. But to me, it's coming closer to oneself. And the split in the cranium, this is one rock, but the split you see here represents sometimes the duality, the split in our mind and the split in the heart, the holding on of old beliefs, paradigms, thoughts, having to live up, having to uphold an energy, having to model something you were taught as a kid or your parents told you to be. It's that split. And we've all experienced the split as master light blasters. I've had a split in my head for so long, the contrast of what I was taught, what I thought was to be true, not just religiously, but spiritually, even on my journey. And then the physical wants and needs and desires. And it's about unifying that split, unifying the physical with the spiritual. And what we're doing as we're ascending, as we're creating this heaven on earth, this new earth, we are unifying the split and they're working together. Even the split in the head, look, it's shaped like a heart. It's unifying like yin and yang, working together in symbiosis, coming together. And as we do that, and as we allow that vulnerability, and don't feel we need to prove ourselves, or you can just be free to be you. Like if you're in a truly safe, intimate connection and partnership, you feel comfortable, you feel safe, you feel secure. You should be able to be you in the totality that you are without judgment. Well, that's what's being called of us for ourselves. And in that process, we're being supported. Look at this little white nest of stones here. They're all round, they're all white, representing divinity, showing that we are supported in our unification of our emergence of the contrast, the polarities, the beliefs, letting those go and transmuting them as we ascend, as we become more and more and more and more of our innate self and express that. We don't need to explain. We don't need to justify. We don't need to prove anything to anyone. We just need to be intimate and connect with ourselves. And as you become lighter and lighter and brighter, that light is so strong. They say in this new time of high frequency, everything will be revealed. There are no secrets. Well, guess what? There's no secrets even for ourselves. We're not even going to have secrets we can hold from ourselves anymore. Janet says the crescent represents beginning and end. I love that. The beginning and the end. I did not know that. So thank you, Janet. So merging the beginning and the end, being present in the middle, the journey, not the end of the end result, because the end truly is never there, because there really is no time. It's all about expansion. In the beginning, well, in the beginning, there really was no beginning, they say, as far as creation and God goes. But in the beginning, in the earthly sense, there was in the beginning. That what was it? There was light. So it's merging both there too, and living right in the middle in that journey. And where's the middle represented? Our heart space is the middle. All right. So what's it say here? To me, this do I have glasses somewhere? It definitely goes with the message. All right. The actual back of the card says fuel. Your thoughts and words are the steering wheel to where you want to go. Your emotion is the fuel that speed up the ride to get you there. Do your thoughts and emotions take you on the road you want to travel? Remember, you are the driver. So keeping your thoughts positive, not like sometimes when we're shifting and we're becoming more fully who we are, sometimes it's a little scary. Oh, do I need to face that person? Or how am I going to tell this person I'm quitting my job or leaving this relationship or moving across the country? Sometimes we're confronted with those thoughts and allow them, but stay on the positive end, saying, well, I know I'm being guided by spirit. This is exciting. I'm on a journey. I'm expanding. I'm stepping more fully into who I am. So just watching your thoughts and patterns as you grow, as you ascend, as you become more whole, releasing the defense, softening. So if you're like this, like even like if you're holding tight or you're scared, you know, when you're scared, you're real tight, and then you actually might be sore if you're really scared, or say you're going tubing on a boat and you're holding on tight, or you're scared to fall off, or what have you. You're going to be sore because you put so much energy holding. But when it's softened and you allow, it's freer, you're soft, you're more limber, nimble, flexible. So when you're feeling anxious too, just take it to the heart. Most likely we're projecting, we're worrying, we're not in the now. We're worried about the future. We're not, and that just means we're not totally aligned to our heart. That's why we get confused. That's why we want the answers. That's why we want to project. That's why we want to know it all. That's why we want to control. Because when we're not aligned into our center, then we're not there. We're everywhere else, and we can't hear, and we can't communicate, and we're not grounded. And that's huge for me, because that's like I'm like a busy bee, so I can relate to the difficulty of that at times. Don't distract yourself, jumping all over here and there. So many people have a hard time just sitting with themselves. All right, very beautiful. All right, guys. Hey, Joey Smith, have not seen you for a little while. Beautiful soul sister. All right, I'm going to stick your name there just to shine your light, Joey. Thank you for being here. Teresa Chadwick Taskovics. Oops, little power mode. Woman in white is facing your face. On here? Or literally? I don't know if you mean literally or in the picture. I would like to have exactly 55 words for you. Sometimes we limit ourselves. There's times for being precise, but sometimes we can actually limit ourselves with the expectation of an end result, or trying to define, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys too, except for you, Heather, probably, the artist that you are. I have a hard time with art, or I could never like stay colored in the lines, or even like those games, Dance Wii, when you got to time it just right to somebody else's move. I can never do that. I can't stay in the lines. I can't stay in a pattern. I can't stay in an expectation outside of my own energy. I just can't do it. And in the past, we might have been thought, oh, you don't draw good, or boy, you got that time. You can't even dance, though, dance we, or you might have been judged or criticized, which is really reflecting our own judgment because of what we were taught. But literally, it's just because you're in your own divine frequency imprint. You're not in the mold. You're not meant to be. All right, guys. So I will be doing some quickies. Pinhole. You wrote your things in a journal, Lisa. I love that, and how I wanted them to feel, and I read them. Yeah, you are, boy, what a manifestor master. I started talking to him on my way home like he was there. Oh my God. And they say that's what you got to do. You got to live it, imagine it, breathe it. You've got to be in the energy, and maybe this too, Lauren, will help you be in that energy. What does it feel like to be known? What does it feel like to be a number one on the New York Times list of writers, sellers? What does it feel like? Get into that feel, get into that vibe, and then you match the frequency where the reality matches that, if it is part of your soul. Because I did a message the other day too about, well, they say anything is truly possible, but is it? Well, yeah, everything truly is truly possible. I mean, possible according to the greater scope of things. But how far it is possible for you is it really in alignment to your soul's contract? Is it what you came to experience? So it might not be possible for you if it's not in alignment to your soul's journey, but that's okay, because you're never going to be happy and fulfilled unless you're actually stepped into your soul's journey. Why did you come here to experience Earth on this time? So you could be all of these other things, and they could have fleeting joys and expansion, and that's great and good. But until you're totally stepped into your heart space, into your soul contract, and aligned to your heart, that is the sustaining fulfillment. Anything is possible in the scope of things, but not everything is resonant or beneficial for your experience, your soul's journey. So yeah, if that feels good to be a writer, and imagine yourself speaking, Lauren, and it feels good and it flows and you're in that state, that's what's going to help the process, is the imagination. I love Nerval Goddard teachings that I discovered on YouTube a while back. Oh my God, I love it. And it's all about the imagination and visualization. And same with, you want somebody else in your life, you want to pray for them, just imagine them being happy, imagine them being abundant. Imagine that. Imagine it. Imagination is key, because all things created, all things manifest started from a thought. They started from your imagination. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Lisa. I love that. And if you're having a really hard time getting into that vibe, maybe that's not the vibe you're supposed to imagine as well. Hey, Lo Brown, thank you for joining. All right. Mystical Gypsy's here, Janet, Lisa says, but I do not see her name yet. Mystical, if you're there, hey, I'm just going up the thing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some individual quickies for those that have shared out. And I will put my PayPal if anyone feels to make a donation or wants an individual reading, a more thorough reading. I'll just do open donations and stick that up. In the meantime, if you shared out and would like a quickie, and this is just a quickie for sharing out, I'd be happy to do that. And if you make a donation, I will tune into you specifically and give you a more thorough reading, either on this topic or whatever you want. Usually Spirit piggybacks from the collective message, what I came on originally to talk about, paypal.me, Ria Barna. So if anybody wants a personal, I stuck that up there. Or if anyone feels like making a love donation, there you go, an hour later. And you could always, obviously, always inbox me if you want a personal. I do personals as well. Joey, would you like a reading, Joey? I'm going to do Joey first, just because Joey is beautiful and she does give me donations regularly. Joey, I'll do you first if you want to. Just tell me yes. I don't want to impose, but tell me yes if you would like a reading, Joey. All right. Whoops. Stick that energy there. That energy. Whatever. Oops. Let me know, Joey. And if you have a particular question or anything. All right. Yes. All right, Joey. Great. Anything particular, Joey, or just what Spirit wants to bring through? A lot of energy. All of a sudden, I'm feeling really, really warm, Joey. I don't know if you're feeling really warm, or if you're having incidences where your body's really heating up for whatever reason. I'm feeling immediately that you do have a lot of energy, a lot of energy store, a lot of energy that wants to come through. You're also transmuting a lot of energy right now. Like, as soon as I tune into your energy, and usually I use my little bells to tune in, but I don't have them at this house. And all of a sudden I just became really, really hot and warm. So I think you're transmuting a lot of those little darker areas that we're not aware of, because you've ascended and you're very aligned and your light is shining as bright as you get. Well, guess what? The light is so intense, it's going to hit little spots that still need some transmutation. They're saying dragon energy. I don't know if you connect to the dragons or that specific frequency, and that's representing alchemizing, transmuting, burning that doesn't serve you, new beginnings, ending of old cycles. And I know we hear that a lot. So we have a lot of mini cycles that we do that in, but then after all the little minis, then there's this huge, more bigger shift in our life. I'm feeling like you're wrapping up a lot of stuff and you're going for this bigger shift because the energy and the heat is really intense. I don't know if you're by a wood stove right now or a fireplace or in the heat. I can't remember what state you're in, but yeah, I'm just feeling a lot of heat. I don't know if you experience hot flashes, but even that in itself, it's transmuting energies. It's transmuting energies that the divine feminine needs to during that time. Oh my gosh, it's hot. Okay, thank you so much, Lisa. All right, so Joey, let me just sit here for a minute. Yeah, really, really warm. I don't know if you do that heat yoga at all, but I'm just feeling a lot of heat around you, and that's a good thing. It's transmuting, it's shining, it's alchemizing, it's burning, it's powerful. Hold on. They're showing me a whitish light blue dragon breathing on you, but they're not breathing fire. They're helping they're going gently breathing on you. It's white. It's more white. Initially I was picking up light blue, but it's actually more white. White. Yes, I'm getting affirmations, the tingles now. White obviously represents, the connection to the divine and just communing and being and embodying that energy, transformative energy, strong energy. Something about right before you take flight, transmuting some energies before you take flight. The dragon's there to help carry you. Now they're just showing me this image and the dragon's like carrying you. I know normally you get on the back of a dragon, but it's almost like this white dragon is showing me just the image gently carrying you somewhere. They're carrying you. So you have the support, the guidance and support of this white dragon. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else comes through. But yeah, something to do with light blue as well. Oops, this was supposed to be a quickie, but I'll give you a little thorough one, Joey. All right, what does Joey need to hear? What does her higher self want to tell her? The highest frequency available that she needs to hear now. All right, I'm going to go with this one. A little pile fell down, but this one was open. So showing there's an opening. This is a little heart seaweed on the beach. I haven't gotten this one for a long time. And to me, these look like the seaweed wraps around, whoops, over on this side. Everything's backwards. And it's like these little lips pursing, like that, little lips here. And then it trails off here, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. It's funny. It's funny because dragons, aren't they usually associated more with Chinese, right? You go to get to a Chinese restaurant and you see these dragons and all the things are dragons. I don't know if you got a Chinese guide. This guide here looks Chinese. You see how the eyes are slit? It's like an eye here and it's slit. So, in the nose and the mouth, but there's some sort of association to a Chinese heritage, Chinese beliefs, energy. They're saying also Chinese astrology. I don't know what the year is for you, but the dragon and the Chinese and a timeline maybe that you experience there supporting you, carrying you, helping you. But you can see how this tread, it's in the sand. There's a tread that runs over this a little bit. So what the tread is still around the head area a little bit. So you've transmuted a lot of mind stuff, a lot of limiting thoughts, a lot of programming, a lot of ancestral mind stuff, mind, heavy energies, dense. Now I'm feeling it right here, a lot of pressure right here, a lot of pressure right there, opening up, releasing, clear and open in there, right here, there. Yeah, right in this area. So the running over is imposed energies from others, not your true self, of course. That's not the truth of who you are, but adopting some of those, you've transmuted a lot of those. And through that, you've also created this opening. I know you work with animals. So there's this heart opening here. So that could be your communication with animals, opening it up right here. The lips standing out, representing communicating, but the string representing maybe not in the typical way. It's like a thought form almost. It's anchored, it's grounded, this communication. Let me see what the back says. Interesting. Heart truth. If it's in your heart, then it is in your power. For all true power comes from the heart. Well, that's simple. In the strongest, most powerful messages are in the most simplistic. Heart truth. If it's in your heart, then it's in your power, Joey. So maybe this is just some affirmation for you. For all true power comes from the heart, not necessarily the mind. Maybe in the past, you operated from the mind, you realized that didn't work from you, you've transmuted a lot of those energies, and your heart right here is wide open, or wherever it is, wide open right here. And you're anchoring that heart's truth to the earth. That shows that you're manifesting that heart's truth. So it's not just a thought, it's just not just a vision anymore. You're actually bringing that to your reality through your manifesting. All right, I'm just going to do a light one for you. The Rebel deck, I haven't pulled these for a long time. So just something from the mind, from the mind's eye, the higher mind. What does your mind want to tell you? The physical part of you, the physical higher mind, the one that has been operating with the heart. Let's just see real quick. Quick message. Some of these, they're usually like in your face. Let's just see for Joey. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you for sharing out. Boop. Oh, and there's the blue. I said I saw blue and I saw white. The blue, yeah, this is a lightish blue. It says some good shit's about to happen. Well, that's nice. That's awesome, and that's the best way to use shit. Some good shit is about to happen. I love that. Don't let your issues F it up. So that's just telling you, remembering, stay out of the mind, stay out of the logic. If it feels compressive and it feels shrinking, the energy or that thought, it's not your truth. There's something there for you to transmute, to work through, to bring light to. Darkness is just the absence of light. The thoughts just need a little light. How do you get light? You sink into your heart because you're a pure love, light, God source energy there, sun shining eternally. So it's just, so if something's coming up and you're in your head and you're worried about the projection, the expectations, the controlling, the how-tos and all of that, just sink into your heart and some really good stuff's going to be happening for you. And obviously these go together because a lot of times the truth, throat chakra speaking, and then we got the little lips here, lips grounding that energy, releasing. This looks like a releasing too of programs, the tread marks. All right, Joey, thank you so much for sharing and being here and all that you do. Nope. Oh, nothing. Hey, Tamra, good to see you. I'm ending a 10-year cycle. Well, son of a bee. You're being helped with that, and I can definitely feel times where you want to surrender because the vision or where it's hard or sometimes you're really depleted and you've used a lot of energy because of the way the dragon was carrying you. It's like this, it was carrying a limp, Joey, like, oh my God, I just need some help and support here. And that dragon was lifting you and taking you to where you wanted to go, flying in the air with you. So that makes complete sense. And you're having to use a lot of that energy and call upon that white dragon. I don't know if you have names or connected to dragons, but even maybe look up in Chinese astrology or whatever, what the white dragon, or Google white dragon. I don't know anything about it, but it's, this new cycle is bringing you more fully in the solid ground in your heart space. So beautiful. Awesome. I know that there are other things go along with it, but I'm willing to take the hit. It's my late husband. Oh my God. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Brenda, for sending a love donation. Oh, the light's behind me. Oh, I got a million lights in my in my house, but those there I should shut off. Those are hanging lights, but I've got a lot of string lights everywhere. Bobber, can you shut the kitchen lights off? They're really standing out there. I don't know if I need those. All right, Brenda, thank you. I was gonna go down to Barnes and Noble today, but I'm too tired. Then don't. Chinese influence. Yes, Chinese influence, absolutely. Well, thank you for that affirmation, Joey. Okay. Brenda would like to know about what spirit has to say about me and trust relating to me and my business and abundance. This could be for you too, Lauren. All right. Specifically, Brenda. Okay, so we're kind of focusing on about your trust relating to you and your business and abundance. The answer is in the question, always is. If we look and take a minute in our questions, that's where the answer lies. And to me, I'm automatically feeling you are trusting in your business. To me, it feels heartfelt. I just feel it's really, really in your heart. I do feel some tightness in my back between my shoulder blades. So maybe that's representing you having to put a lot of hard work, carry a lot of work, maybe something in your past not working out in the way that you wanted. That's behind you, but you could be carrying that energy with you still. And yeah, just trusting and allowing and stepping into your heart, allowing that to be the guidance, allowing the tuition, the insight, and the guidance to come in divine timing. And abundance is having what you need in the moment when you need it. It's not about a storehouse. It's not about having the answer to your future. It's not about having a big bank account, a big house, and all of that. We can have all of that as well. But abundance, just like an animal, lives mainly, except for those that store up for the winter, day by day. They get their resources and they get their food in the moment, and they're always provided for. So trusting in the provisions coming in the moment. Don't be afraid to be flexible, Spirit is saying. Don't be afraid to be flexible in the business if it takes you on a different turn or roundabout. I don't know why they said roundabout. I don't know if you need to go around a circle or do something again to move forward. I don't know if you need to, almost like the roundabout. You know, when you go through the little circles, the roundabouts or rotaries, whatever you call them, you're going in a little circle. Don't be afraid to almost like go through a little cycle, recheck, blah, 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 to continue your journey. They're saying as well. You know, all right, I'm going to focus just on Brenda here for a minute. Thank you for your donation, Brenda. All right, I'm going to do your heart card. Brenda, advice, guidance, support. What does Brenda need to know regarding her trust and her business? All right, got this. All right, Rebel Deck, something light. Where's the Rebel Deck got? Some light information. Too many. Also, they're saying same thing for Joey. If it's in your heart's truth, then anything is possible as well for you. Oh, well, this is weird. All right, I'll get to that in a minute. Let's pull another one. I'm just curious, did someone ever say something in your past, a spirit guide or a friend or a mentor? Did somebody ever tell you this regarding either yourself, your trust in yourself, or in your business? Don't forget it. Did anyone ever use those words? Don't forget it. Just curious. I'll get to you that why. The reason I'll just tell you right now. The reason I'm saying that is, that is the message. All right. I'll get to that in a second. Hold on. I'll get to it in a second. I got the card that said, don't forget it. But then I thought that I didn't know it was an actual card because then it says 10% off your next purchase code. Awesome. But to me, this is maybe promoting yourself with specials. this literally could be a card. I never pull this one usually, but it is an actual card as well. So Brenda, right away it's saying, don't forget it. On the other back, it says, you're the shit. Okay, so this is just saying you're a shining star. This represents your higher heart. The pink represents your higher heart, love fulfilled, connection to the universal love, where you're in the flow and it's really um, supporting and helping you, like miracles, synchronicities represented by the stars. And it says, don't forget it. And then it says, you're the shit. So that to me, this is affirming right now, you've got what it takes to do it. But also the way it's talking about 10% off your next purchase, code awesome. Well, to me, it's telling you you're awesome, but maybe there's other ways for you to promote your business as well. Maybe having some specials or doing, I don't know if you're already on, I don't know what you do. You can let me know. It says, hey, rebeldeck.com, but it says follow us. So maybe also utilizing platforms like Instagram or TikTok or, social media to also, something to do with marketing, I think. Getting your name out more, I think, is what they're saying in this card right here. Hold on here. Hey, Suzanne, thank you for joining. I'm going to go lie down. All right, sending lots of love and light, Lauren. Get some rest. Tune into the temple, your temple within. Before I get out of bed, I imagine like my cross breath, that temple of the sun image I use all the time. I imagine that's me. Boom. All light, all light. Before I even step out. I don't do any deep guided meditations or anything, but just that simple visualization. I'll put my hand on my heart. I put one hand, I don't know, on my stomach. I just breathe into my heart space and then shoo, shoo, light. All right, Brenda. Let me know, Brenda, what the business is you do. If it's spiritual, if it's physical, more physical, goods. All right, so that was it. That was the awesome one from the Rebel deck. And then I asked, I think, for another one because I wasn't sure this was an actual card. If you think someone is lying, they are. So I don't know, maybe you're having some trust issues. Maybe you're having some trust issues with somebody else, Brenda. This is representing the blue, representing communication and speaking. Maybe you might be a little suspicious or not totally trusting something that someone else is guiding you. It doesn't necessarily mean someone is flat out lying to you, Brenda, but what it can mean is you intuitively are picking up things aren't, what they say it is, or they aren't exactly, if it doesn't feel right, don't follow it. They're saying, trust your gut, use your discernment. So it's a time to really discern what you feel. If it feels light, liberating, good, exciting, even though you could be a little nervous, but it feels exciting and it feels good. Your heart feels open, your solar plexus feels open, then go for it. But if you think someone is lying and you're kind of like, don't second guess your intuition, they're saying. Trust your discernment. Other card, Mother Earth heart card, you received, I didn't know that, you received 2. All right, so this one here is a little ice in the shape of a heart on the beach, frozen. But it's kind of funny because there's this another little heart at the bottom right here. Oh, there's a little face. I usually discard this one and I only usually focus on this one, but something said, turn it upside down and look at it the other way. And do you do massage therapy, Reiki? What do? You got to tell me what you do, Brenda. Oh, that's right. Home decor. You did tell me that. But my conversations are very spiritual. I assume you can't separate who you are. In essence, you're spiritual. You're going to apply your spiritual stuff. Like when I used to do hair, like I did it for almost 30 years, hair cutting, and had a little home in my business, blah, blah, blah. And all of my talks were spiritual. I'd say, if you had $1 million, what would you be doing? I was always like, it was always about following your passion and positivity and excitement. And literally all of my clients, and if any of you guys are watching that, I used to cut your hair, they're all earth angels. And I was so happy and so thankful for that loyal clientele. And they were really angels. But as I was cutting their hair, yeah, I was holding space and communing at a spiritual level. So I totally get what you're talking about, Brenda. Everything was spiritual for me back then as well. All right, so we got a little face here. I don't know what this means, but you got a little head, eye, nose, mouth, little legs right here, little arms, but this one's kind of reached up, almost like a a cute little monster, or what I was thinking, massage. Maybe you need to relax and get a massage. You know those little handheld massages, and they got the little nubs on them, and you go like this, and or they vibrate, and they're little nubs. To me, what I was picking up immediately is that looked like a little massager with the little nubs. Maybe you need to get a massage and just relax to get your internal guidance and to connect. And the little face looks kind of pleasant. It's so unbelievable how the eyes are standing out. There's a little pupil, there's a little white of the eye, and there it is. It's just, and then one is kind of a little bit closed or looking down. So I'm feeling that you do need a massage. It's going to connect you to spirit, get information, and just kind of relax. And then he's almost like holding this little, oh my God, I never seen this before. Like a baby or an infant, or protecting. And it's almost like you're in the process, you're also being protected. We got a little mouth. See the little mouth, the little nose, the little eyes, almost a little baby bunting. I don't know if you have a baby or watch a baby almost cracking open too out of an egg, but something to do with being protected, nurtured, relax, be easy on yourself as well. Don't be hard on yourself. Treat yourself as if you were a child, like with the compassion and the non-judgment or criticizing. And I don't feel that you do that. I don't feel like you're doing that, but just remember to treat yourself like you would a little child as well, and to give to yourself and self-love. And then on the other side, obviously, was this nice, clear, white ice heart. And to me, that's manifested water, crystallized water, which is manifest. So I do believe that, everything's going good. It's manifesting for you. It's manifesting, and you've got some guides and help in the background too, as well, helping you. Oh, now it looks like a part of the body's going up. But anyways, I don't want to focus on that too much. All right. Aha. All right. So this is great. When you're and when you're relaxed, you'll get more of these ahas and insights. So we all have little moments of insight. What was yours today? When you acknowledge these moments, Brenda, whether it be connecting the dots or inspired in some way, you expand the magic and abundance in your life. You are a vessel of divine knowledge when you open to receive, So this is just, yeah, definitely saying, follow your gut, discern, trust yourself, and be thankful for all of those things that come together, or that insight. Or if you're home decoring and you find just the right object in that corner of the room, be thankful and say, oh yeah, I got it, thank you. And talk to your higher self and your spirit guide and everybody on the other, in the invisible, working for you and helping you. So bringing knowledge to that is going to increase more of those moments, more of those guidance and abundance. And people that receive messages and guidance all the time, that is abundant in itself, because it's telling you what to do and how to do it. So release the expectation of abundance. Know you're being provided for in the moment, and bringing gratitude and thanks to every aha. But in this card, it's dual. I believe you're going to get your aha moments when you're more relaxed. And I think you're supposed to get a massage, okay? And then we've got this beautiful card. This looks like abundance to me as well. It's a solid rock. It's really beautiful in the shape of a heart. But what we have is this little rose petal here. That fell off, the pink. The pink also representing this one. You're the shit, representing your higher heart, your love, high frequency love, your connection to that. That's what you're creating from. That is your stability. So of course you're going to be abundant. It says personal vibration. Your heart holds its own unique vibration. Maybe you're questioning your unique vibration and your ability to do the home decor, because you hold a unique vibration that's going to appeal to others. You're going to have an expression that no one else can express it just like you, because you're unique to you. And your unique vibration is based on all the experiences that you hold within you from all timelines. So you're taking all that information and knowledge. So even though there could be a million home decorators, you hold a vibration that is going to appeal to others. And it's because you are in tune with your heart. Look at this pure white solid heart, and it's a stone. To me, that represents the physicality, grounding that into Mother Earth. And it's all done in love. Nothing and no one can guide you to the unbounded love and joy that your heart beckons forth. Beautiful. So as long as you're attuned to your heart, listening to your heart, stepping into your heart, trusting it with no expectation, you can't help but be abundant. And last one. I have been very stiff, sore. Oh God, it sounds like me. Get a massage. So I think that's part of that right there. I felt the stiffness in my back. And then this looked like a little massager. That's what they came to me, the little nubs of a massage. But as you're massaging, as you're relaxed, Even imagine the angels massaging you and communing with you and giving you guidance and activating your light codes and moving that energy. So when I have a professional massage, I literally will visualize that. I call upon the angels and I said, just please move out what needs to be and spark light in all of my body. I even do that at Planet Fitness when I'm on the water bed. I'll imagine as that little hydro bed goes down my body and it's blasting water and pushing my body. I literally imagine any cells that are heavy, contaminated, bursting open with light. Your visualizations are so more powerful than you guys can even know. What card is that? Which one are we talking? I just thank you. Thank you, Brenda. If you're talking these are the Rebel deck. This is the Rebel deck, the Rebel Oracle deck. I like those. They're fun. And then these other ones are Mother Earth heart cards that I created with Mother Earth and Spirit. As I went running, I was flooded with all of these images, and I would take pictures of hearts with my phone and then apply the spiritual messages that I received as well, on not in any format, but all of them line up. No coincidence. And those you can get on my website, or not my website, my on the About section under Temple of the Sun. And then this one, last little tidbit. This one is the Doreen Virtues Angel Tarot. And I don't use these much. I just left a lot of my other cards at the other house, and I'm like, what's here I'm supposed to use? So I go with the flow. Ace of Water, that represents the emotions, new beginnings, cup filled, that heart energy flowing, being in that flow. The ace represents new beginnings. So yeah, I'm feeling you're going to have a sense of renewal. And get a massage. I'm feeling you need to relax your body and get a massage. And it says, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced tuition in a new home. And you get the cup. And that mermaid, whatever one, is in the water. So, if that cup is in the water, it's already filled over. And there's so much overflowing of water from this cup because it's under the water. To me, that represents abundance. But most of all, not just monetary, but emotional abundance. Because you can have all the money in the world, but if you're emotionally hurt, depleted, nothing is fulfilling. So that is representing emotional fulfillment, a sense of renewal of your job, or maybe you also has to do with a relationship. Only you know. So very beautiful. And I don't know, are you looking to move home? Are you looking to move to a different home? I mean. Movement, a new home movement, or just a sense of renewal where you feel renewed and you feel more at home as you open your heart and trust yourself. They're saying, Brenda, as you open your heart and trust, discern, and don't worry if you feel you've made mistakes in the past. It's not about the mistakes. It's about step into a stronger connection to self, to your own discerning, to your own confidence in yourself, trusting in yourself. Many times I have said, oh shit, why did I do that? I knew I wasn't supposed to. I had a little voice in my head and I did it anyways. Well, all those little things taught me, Marie, trust your tuition, listen to it. And a lot of times we learn to trust by looking after the fact of the times we didn't trust. So very beautiful reading, Brenda. Yes, trust your emotions, trust your heart. It's a process. Usually have angels massaging my head. That is so cool. So I was in Walmart yesterday, and I know Megan shared on one of her lives this little back scratcher, but it was like this little claw that massaged your head. Well, in Walmart, they had just the little claw to massage your head like this, like, the little claws and toy machines that you get putting money in. And I tried it, and it felt really good, but it wasn't quite stiff enough for me. It was a little bit too flimsy, but oh my God, I almost bought that. I want a home on a lake. Well, holy shit. Possibly a new home. And what is it? This merboy is in a lake or water or ocean. Well, I know in general they're an ocean. So how about an oceanfront property, Brenda? Maybe an oceanfront property. Maybe you're not thinking big enough. All right, Brenda, thank you so much for your donation. That was a beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. Thank you. All right. I think Lisa was next. If Lisa is still there, thank you so much. Hey, Jenny Jeffries, thank you for joining. There's Jenny. Whoops, I like to put people's name up because then it infuses this place with your light and love. Roundabout, too funny how spirit works. Yes. Have a good night, Lauren. Thank you, Joey. Tina, hey, Tina. Tina's light. Thank you. Lisa, are you still there? Now you're making me cry. Oh, that was Joey. Well, back there. Um, Lisa, let me know if you're there. I'll pull you a quickie. I'm just trying to find a cord to plug in my phone because it says it's going to go dead. Hold on, guys. All right. Is it working or not? I didn't hear it go dead. All right. Well, I'll do this as long as I can here. Lisa Peccinello shared out. I'd love a quickie about removing fear and doubt. Okay, they're saying, first of all, Lisa, you know that fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is also a gift allowing you to tune in to an energy that you're believing in that is not aligned to your heart. Doubt arises out of the past when we feel we've had expectations not fulfilled, or we get caught up in other people's stories and we adopt them and apply them to ourselves. We can doubt, we can be fearful. If we see other people, things happening to them that we don't want to happen to us, or programming that we've adopted when we were children. We're taught from a very early age to be careful about safety. The world is a scary place. You can't trust strangers, stranger danger. We are programmed with so much fear, unknowingly, with good intent, but still we are programmed with so much fear. You are a powerful transmuter of fear, Lisa. Tune into your heart, tune into that light. Allow yourself to feel the fear. No, it's not true. It's a story you tell yourself, just like what we experience on earth. There's stories, labels, things we go through. There are stories. They want you to separate from the story. Tune into that light. Be that light that you are. Tune into that heart space. Focus on the light. Breathe in the light. Allow what arises to arise, and then just let it go. Because as it arises, and as those thoughts, and as you reflect, things will come to your mind. But as they're passing through your mind, because you're pure love and light, Lisa, you're transmuting it simultaneously with light by allowing it. It's through your allowing that you transmute. It's not about burning the candle at both ends, trying really hard. They're showing you taking something and putting it in a fire, forging it. Is that what it's called? Like putting this thing in a fire and forging it and smashing it. They're saying it doesn't have to be like that, Lisa. It doesn't have to be like that. Surrender into your heart space. You are pure God, love, light, pure God source energy. Dissolve the fear with your light, with your awareness, with your love. Be thankful, they're saying. Be thankful. Thank you, fear. Thank you, fear, for showing me something about myself I was believing in. Thank you, fear, for showing me this so I can transmute it and love it and let it go. Thank you, fear. Thank you, doubt. Thank you, doubt, for showing me something I'm not. It's not my innate state of being, doubt. I'm God. What is there to doubt? It's past programming. It's a story that you have taken on by others, Lisa, they're saying. Right down to the beginning. Right down to the beginning. Got to study or you might fail that test. Better be a good girl. God can see you. God's watching you. Don't want to burn in hell. God will punish you. Mommy, daddy will punish you if you don't listen. From a very early age, we've been repressed. We have not been allowed to be in our light. But that is the very thing that you came to transmute, Lisa. It's the very thing you've come to align, to shed light on. Through what you go through in life, you are a master light blaster. You are a warrior of love and light. And you are a master at transmuting fear, self-doubt. And you've taken it so far, this fear, this doubt, where it manifests into physical, gives you the opportunity to step into your power and find the truth of it. But I just want to do a little light language. Lisa Petinello. So much programming, yeah. All right. I'm going to do a quickie, actually. I'm going to pull you a Mother Earth heart card because these are all about aligning to the heart. And true heart's alignment doesn't hold the fear because that's not our true heart. That's not our true nature. Doesn't have fear, doesn't have doubt, doesn't have unworthiness, doesn't have guilt, doesn't have any of that. Self-condemnation doesn't have any of that. So what card, does Lisa need to hear? What does her spirit want to bring forth to help her through this process? They're saying it is part of your process as well. It is your process. I'm going to redo that. There was a card out and then two fell out. It's meant to be. The other one will come out. Maybe that was just, oh, that's popping out again. Yeah, that was the one. Shit, this is weird. All right, same card that I pulled out earlier, but I am getting a completely different image. I'm getting a white woman, or a person. But the weird thing is, you don't know any women that smoked a pipe, or unless it was a man that smoked a pipe. It could be a woman or a man. I don't know why I'm feeling they're a woman, because I actually see breasts, a corset. Okay, I'm going to show you the picture. Holy shit. So it's way up here. It's not even to do with these here that I just did. It is to do right here. 2 eyes, dark hair. Now I'm seeing it different. Almost like a 20s, 30s, 40s, like big stuff on the head, big ribbons or scarves or something up on the hair. See up in here, the 2 eyes, dark hair, kind of bangs, nose, a mouth. But to me, originally, this looked like a pipe. But as I look at it over here, maybe it's not a pipe. I thought it was a pipe or a cigarette. And then here, you can almost see cleavage. See the little cleavage? And then like a little dress. See the little sandy part? Looks like a corset or a dress, like a form-fitting dress with no straps, but cleavage pushed up. I don't know if you know someone that looks like that on the other side. Maybe even, I was going to say white hair, but then I see the little dark bangs. Lisa, let me know if you see that, guys, or any of you. 2 eyes. We got a little bang. We got some fluffy hair piece. We got the little shoulder and the arm. And we got the little dress, but no sleeves with cleavage right there. I don't know. Originally, I thought it was a pipe, but maybe not. I thought that was a pipe or cigarette, but maybe not. Or maybe like one of those pipes, cigarettes with the cigarette holder that women used to have back in the days, and they'd have their little gloves and they'd have these little cigarette holder things that they smoke from. But she's almost like rolling her eyes in the back of her head. Like she's like not annoyed, like above this, like oh, like almost like annoyed with such frivolousness, like like someone educated or someone who's rich or something like that, who's almost like, oh, enough of that. So I don't know what that's about, but I don't know if you know someone like that or some spirit guide or spirit in your energy. And it says aha. We all have little aha moments of insight. What was yours today? When you acknowledge these moments, whether it be connecting the dots or inspired in some way, you expand the magic and abundance in your life. You are a vessel of divine knowledge when you are open to receive. So it's about being open, but yeah, she's got like this big white bow on the top of her head. It's a white bow right in the center. But I don't know what that means. But you do see it. Okay, it looks like a picture of my Nana from a long time ago. Yeah, that would be sense. Makes sense. Has to be your grandmother. Okay, not great grandmother or mother. Yeah, from a long time ago. So she's definitely with you, and trust, again, trust the image there that you see, but right there's in the middle and there's like the big bow there. And then you can see the little fringe on her forehead. But her eyes are a little bit like this, a little bit droopy on the corners, but yeah, I'm feeling she's almost I don't know what she's annoyed with or above. Maybe the female's position at that time in society. I'm not sure. But she was a little bit like, I'll play the part, but I know the truth. Almost, yeah, that's what she's saying. I'll play the part, but I know the truth. I'll play the part, but I know the truth. All right. Little light language to help all of us guys with fear, doubt. We're humans, remembering who we are, coming into our self-realization. So if you want to receive, just open up your yes, and in the picture. Holy fuck. That is unbelievable, Lisa, how these cards frickin' shape shift and morph. That your mom had a picture, had the white bow. Exactly. Like I see it and I saw it, and then I looked a little closer and I'm looking at it. So when I look at it on the screen, I see a little different than when I look at it here. And it is so defined. The white bow, the middle is in the middle of her head, the little part here, and then it fans out into this big bow and it's white. It's your grandmother then. Yeah. Oh my God, Lisa. So anyway, speak to her and ask her to help transmute the fear. Okay. I'm getting the nudge to do lives. And again, the aha, share your lives, the back message. So this is your grandmother bringing herself forward. And then your ahas, when I do lives, it's all about the ahas. It's all about the clarity. It's all about the insight. It's all about when my lights turn on. And then I get doubt. She's probably wrong. That's exactly it. Because that's exactly it. Lisa, thank you so much for commenting. Because like a channeler can go on and on and on, but then when there's engagement, two or more gathered, then the information expands and I can understand. Because I couldn't understand why she's like her eyes literally are rolled back. You can see how she's a little annoyed. Like, see the eyes rolling back? It's like, but she knows the truth. And it's like, you also know the truth. You know the truth, Lisa. Your soul's purpose knows the truth. So get on with business. I'll play the part. I'll just blah, blah, just do it. You played the part of fear. You played the part of doubt. You done all of that. Now it's time to step in and be the real part of you. Not that you're not. All right. Quick light language. Anyone there who speaks light language or whatever, join in from your side, guys. She's holding flowers in a wedding dress. I was wondering if that was a wedding dress as well, Brenda. I was wondering that as well. Is the picture that your mother has, is it a wedding dress of her, Lisa? Because I was getting the impression she was holding something too. It was almost like she was holding her breast or her shirt, but then I didn't see the defined flowers. But yeah, almost like there's a bouquet. Yep. Now I do see one sprouting up in between her dress. Holy shit, it's morphing into, I don't know if she had like a white triangle on this part of the dress. If she was wearing a dress in your mother's picture, a wedding dress, it's like it's a little bit darker in this part, but then there's like triangle cutouts right here. I'm fascinated by this. Okay, guys, right here where it might have been like, where they have a little fancier embroidery or white patches. And then right in the middle, see, now Brenda added her part and I looked and yes, now I see freaking a little tiny flower here. Where is it? Oh, shit. It's like her two hands, but I see, when I look at it directly, I see one little flower going up. It's like one little rose, or it looks like a rosebud. I see the leaves. I see her holding a flower, and it's not totally open, so it's slightly closed. So maybe that's even representative of you blooming more. Your flower's right there. It's all right there, and it's just got to open up a little more, is what I'm feeling. And I think the lies will give you confidence too, and they'll give you power, and they'll dissipate fear. I know when I channel and do lives, I always feel better. I always feel clearer. And then as I channel, it moves the energy to create more information to come through. It's just, the more I channel, and it blows my mind. So Lisa, yeah, definitely. All right. So anybody out there can join me in with their own light language. Lisa, I know you do light language. I'm going to find the picture. Oh my God, I would love that, Lisa. Oh my God. Dress. It's then validating. Okay, it's validating the dress. Yeah, amazing. All right. So we'll just all breathe into our heart space. And to me, it's clearing of the heart. Like the doubt and the fear just means our heart isn't like wide open. We're not totally aligned and connected to it. We have this going on. So we'll just do a little bit of clearing. I was just wondering what time it is. Okay, 6:03. And to release this stuff. Yato Koreata, Yarato Koreata, Hisi, Shureakata, Hirata. Listen to the whispers. Listen to the whispers within. They're not loud. They're not obnoxious. They come across as soft. Toyata, Koreata, Hitainta, Shukopaya, Oriata, Takayata, Kahayata, Hushusiata, Hushusiata, Kahirata. They're opening up your throat chakra even more, Lisa. Toratikiata, Toriikiata, Tahito, Tahita, Shu, Kariatosi, Aparia ko o aitata, Shuri, Shuri, Koriatahi. They showed me a white cross at the third eye. Chutai, Kaito, clearing, purifying, transmuting. Tai Kaito Utiata. Making that pineal, third eye, shoo, dahi, right down into the heart space. So the mind is connecting with your heart. Chokai, chokai, tahi, tahi, oya, takai, shuriata. Allow the mind to merge with the heart. And then here, shuaikiata, koreata, hahi, shuk, shuk, tayaka, taika, shuk, ta, uriata, shuk. Shoria Pahia Kuuti Takahurti Sha. Now they're showing me that vision of your grandmother, I believe, holding the flower, or if it's your mother, and they're holding it right at the center of their chest, like that picture. The flower's ready to bloom. Bashikahahi. It's ready to open, it's ready to bloom. Bayahahika. Shuk. Thank you for that, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. All right, guys. A fancy dress. Yes. I'm getting the nudge. Yes, Lisa, come on, do some lives. If you don't want to go alone, I'll volunteer. I'll do it with you. Tell your story, Lisa. You and Todd do a live together. Greetings, Marie. From New Jersey. Thank you. How do I book a reading? Anybody who wants to book a personal with me, just inbox me. Just inbox me, Ria Barna or Temple of the Sun. But on Temple of the Sun, you'll see this little about. They'll say about. Go to the about section and you can book a reading that way as well. I visualize having angels. All right, guys. One more, guys. If someone's out there and shared out and want a quickie, or if you made a donation, let me know. The dogs have a lot to say. I watched a movie today with the actor Joey Lauren Abrams. All right, guys. If anyone wants, if you made a donation, let me know. And if you want a quickie and share it out, let me know. I'll do one more. Heather, Suzanne. Low. All right. I'm going to pull just 3 cards. Boom, boom, boom. And it's going to be for Heather, Suzanne, and Liz. And if if somebody else's card speaks to you, then take it. I'm going to do some quickies. I'm just going to keep it a little lighter right now. Quickies, Rebel. Actually, I'll put it back in too. Heather, you're up first, then Suzanne, then Low. 1 card, Rebel. Okay, who am I on? Heather. I'm not going to get deep into it. I'm just going to pull it. And again, if any of you guys ever want personal, just inbox me. Go to Temple of the Sun and go to the About if you want to book something, or just inbox me and we'll set up something. Oh my God, you got this too, Heather. Don't forget it. You're the shit. So if you're contemplating something or doubting yourself in some way, shape, or form, or anything, any self-doubt, this is a reminder that you are the shit. You are also, it's telling you your higher heart is open and miracles and a lot of synchronicities are happening for you, and to trust in them. Those are signs. Those are your universal self speaking to you. So don't forget, you are the shit. Higher heart. All right, Suzanne DeBose. This is solar plexus. Solar plexus? No, this is sacral. Orange. Make better effing choices. So this is to do with your sacral. This is to do with your personal power. So maybe you haven't been empowering yourself enough. It can be something as little as what the beginning of this whole live was about today. Are you using your power to defend yourself, to prove yourself, to justify yourself? Or are you using it to exclaim your beauty, to shine your light, to be big, to step into your power? So I'm feeling it's to do with personal power, Suzanne, and creativity. Your creativity, sexual energy, all of that creation, giving birth to stuff, thoughts, ideas, babies. It's all to do with creation and you stepping into your power. You are pissed at where you are. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking you effing there. Stop taking yourself there. So if you're getting pissed at where you are, and if Lauren was still on here, this would be a good one for her as well. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. So what do? I get pissed at myself so many times during the day, and I'm really acknowledging how I what's the word? Sabotage myself in so many ways. Criticize myself, get up and say, "Oh my God, you look like shit," or "Oh my God, you better go out for a run," or "Geez and Curl, you really didn't need to eat that." So to me, I do a lot of self-sabotaging in the physical to myself. Or I'll do this beautiful live sometimes, and then doubt will come over me, and I'm like, Marie, what the hell were you thinking? I still have little moments of that. I'm a lot stronger and better than I used to be, but I still have little moments of that. So wherever you find thoughts leading to doubt or unworthiness or questioning yourself, and it's okay to reflect on yourself, but not to belittle or criticize or judge. Be gentle on yourself. All right, Susan. And resonates. Okay. And last but not least, I messaged you the pictures. Oh, cool. I can't wait to look at them. So it was Heather, Suzanne, and then there was Bo. Low. Bo. Low Bowen. Low Brown. Low Brown. All right. Thank you for sharing, Low. Just so people know which one we're on. And then I'll be ending it, guys. If you ever want a personal read, let me know. And I do come on regularly and just do light readings as well. Some good shit's about to happen, Bo. Oh, Lo. I don't know why I want to call you Bo. I guess it's the Bowen. So it has to do with good shit's going to happen when you stand in your truth, speak your truth, be solid in who you are. Don't let your issues F it up. And that's the only thing that can ever F up our life are our issues. And what are our issues? That pre-programming, the little mind playing old scenarios, identifying with your story, thinking it's the truth of who you are and the truth of life. No. It's just a part you're playing. It's not who you are. And you have the free will. You have the power to define your experiences and to define them for how they've bumped you and helped you to be who you are today and bumped you up in frequency and all of that. So really, it's these cards are really calling forth for you guys to be stinking acknowledge yourself for all the work that you have done and how beautiful you are. And it's not easy being a human. It's not easy. So be gentle on yourself and just being gentle on yourself and loving yourself and having compassion. Well, that is directly related to your personal power. That is self-empowering. It's trusting yourself. It's acknowledging yourself. It's bumping yourself up. So do more of that. Spirit has really been speaking to me a lot about what can I do for myself now, not tomorrow, not when I get this amount of money, not when a nice day comes up, or not when it's warmer out. What can I do for myself now? So Spirit has been really bringing up, how can we use the resources available to us now? As we use up the resources available to us now, however way, shape, or form that is for you, then it's like creating space for new resources, more abundance, new ideas to come into your life. If you have a jam-packed full closet of clothes, well, it's kind of hard to put any more clothes in there if it's all jam full and half the shit you don't use or appreciate. So empty it out, give it away, and then that creates space for more to come through. Use what you have now. Maybe you can take an outfit and combine it or do something different with it. It's about using the resources you have now. So, like, I'm just going to use this really silly example. So, me and my family a lot, we like to work out and stuff like that. And they're like, "Are you going to the gym today?" And I'm like, "No, I don't need to go to the gym to work out." Like, I don't like to travel too much, or I like to multitask. And I'm like, "Why don't you guys ever just go for a run or use the rower or do the kettlebell? You guys have everything you need here. Why don't, if they can't go to the gym, they complain instead of just using what's available to them here. And if you're not able to do what you think you're supposed to be doing, it's because you're not supposed to be, and there's something in your very moment of now to do. If you don't have that house you want, well, just imagine it, visualize it. Take those moments to imagine how that perfect life looks. That's a resource available to you now. Um, Anything. What can you do for yourself now? Read a book, sit by the fire, watch your favorite show, take a nice hot bath with a glass of wine and some candles, go for a walk, journal. Nothing. The thing you can do for yourself now in a second, write a gratitude list. Gets you out of the funk and gets you going. It empowers you. So what were we doing? Some good shit is about to happen, though. Don't let your issues F it up. So that means bad talk, self-talk. Keep your talk good. Acknowledge what you're telling yourself. So your own issues, ego, will sometimes sabotage you when you got good shit happening. So don't go there. All right, guys. Hey, Samandi. Thank you for joining. Absolutely everything is blooming now. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, Lo. Everything is blooming now. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you, Samandi, for joining. All right, guys. So I'm all done for tonight. I'm boiling. If anybody wants a personal ever, just inbox me or book on Temple of the Sun. And thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being warriors. You guys are all truly master light blasters. You come here to transmute the density. How do you transmute it? Well, you gotta experience it. And as you experience it and things are in your awareness, that's how you transmute it. You guys are powerful warriors of light and love. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.